What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Rope Monster coming at you here from beautiful Playa del Carmen. If you're coming down on vacation in the coming days or weeks, wondering about the sargassum situation at the beaches, this video is for you. It is Sunday, August 17th at the time of filming this. I've had subscribers wondering about the conditions at the Windham Altra. The new, the new Hyatt Vivid, which used to be the Hilton, and then Mamitas Beach Club. We're going to cover Paradissus all the way to the north, Playa 72, the Reef at Coco Beach, and many more like Martina Beach Club. So guys, let's go check out some beaches. We're also going to get Dronaldo up in the sky and see what's going on with these sargassum boats that are supposed to be out there collecting sargassum, but are they even moving? I haven't seen them move in a couple of weeks. So guys, we're just now getting out to the beautiful Playa 72, our first glimpse of the beach, and things are looking pretty good right here. Actually, not seeing any sargassum on the beach. We're gonna fly the DJI Mini 3 Dronaldo all the way up there to Paradissus, which is also looking really clean. From here I can see things look really good. And then looking to the south, we're gonna go down this way on foot to the Reef at Coco Beach. So guys, thanks for being here for the update. Just smash the like button if you appreciate my efforts. Subscribe if you haven't already. It means the world to me. Let's go check out some beaches. Vamanos. So my friends, as promised in the recent sargassum discussion, I'm going to fly Dronaldo out and get a very close look at these sargassum boats and see exactly what's happening. Is there even a crew out there? Are they loaded up to the gills? There's really only one way to find out, and that's to get Dronaldo out there. We're also gonna fly up to Paradissus. I'm not gonna walk up there because we're going to the south today toward Mamitas, but I'm gonna fly up as far as Paradissus and get a look at that at this time. All right, it is a little bit windy today, as I'm sure you guys can hear, but no excuses, Dronaldo. You've got a mission. That's the mission right there. Go check on those sargassum boats, and then right after that, we're flying all the way up there to Paradissus. Godspeed, Dronaldo. All right, so in this first shot, we're gonna fly up and over these sargassum / research vessels. I've heard from a friend these are actually research vessels, but I have seen them collecting sargassum, so more on that later. So we're gonna fly all the way over, and we can see no sargassum washing in, and maybe speculate that that's why these boats have been inactive. And now we're getting a look at the beautiful Reef, Francisco Madero Reef right there, and all clear. Looks like some good spearfishing and snorkeling to be had out there. Now let's come in for a closer look at these boats and get an idea of what's going on. Now we can see here there's nobody aboard. There's no sargassum. I've seen these things loaded completely full of sargassum, but these boats have been inactive for a couple of weeks now. And here on the backside, you can see this conveyor belt kind of system. But you can see there, this boat is anchored and without a crew. Let's go check on the other one. And this one has the dinghy docked there, but it looks like nobody's home. And that is apparently a research vessel, but just last June I saw these boats collecting massive amounts of sargassum. But good news, there's no sargassum in the water in the entire bay. We'll take it. Now here in this shot, we're getting our first look at Paradissus and the beach in front of Paradissus, and more fantastic news. No sargassum on the beach, nor is there any in the water. So here we can see Punta Esmeralda in the upper right of your screen. Let's get in for a closer look. The water is a little bit brown there right at shore, but you can see if you swim out there a little ways, you've got nothing but crystal clear water to be enjoyed.
Absolutely beautiful. Alright guys, now we're going to fly south again, the length of the beach. That's Paradissus on the right of your screen. Coming up on Playa 88 right here. All clear, although the water's a little bit brown. No sargassum collection there at all. There's usually, or at least the last few months, there's been a huge pile of sargassum there. So all good news. A lot of improvement there. All right, good work, Dronaldo. Come on home, buddy.
All right, guys, a little bit of a storm rolling in, so Dronaldo had some windy conditions up there, but he did a fantastic job. We got a chance to see that both of those sargassum vessels were completely unmanned, empty, and immobile, but it also appears that they don't really need to be, and it could be that those two vessels are responsible for just this bay, and there is no sargassum anywhere in sight in the bay floating in. That is fantastic news. We also got to see that Paradissus and the beach in front of Paradissus, that whole area is beautiful. There's no sargassum whatsoever. Things are looking pristine. Time to go on foot down to the reef at Coco Beach, Martina Beach Club, Mamitas, and beyond to the Windham Altra. So guys, I just spoke with my good buddy Warren, and he explained to me that those aren't actually just tasked with collection of sargassum. They're more research vessels hired by or working for NOAA. And so I'll have to put up some info on the screen on that. I have seen them collecting sargassum with those conveyor belts in the backs that you saw in those drone shots, but I guess those aren't designated sargassum collection vessels. So we learn something every day, that's the point. And so thank you, Warren, if you're watching this, for your contribution there. Let's get on down to the reef at Coco Beach. Vamanos. Coming up on the reef at Coco Beach. We are now on Coco Beach, and that doggy's getting a bath against his will right there. Very chill vibe down here, but a little bit of sargassum. Not bad though, not bad. I'm interested more to see how Martina is and if that's gotten better, as well as Mamitas. I heard a bunch of sargassum washed up at Playa Mamitas, so we gotta roll up there, see what's happening. But the overall trend over the last month, guys, is that things are improving drastically. And I was pleasantly surprised to fly Dronaldo over the bay there in front of Playa 72, Playa 88, and Paradissus, and see that there is zero sargassum washing in. So it could just be that there's no new blooms, or it could be that the new program is already in effect and there's more collection out at sea happening. I can only speculate at this time, but either way, the result is what we want to see. No sargassum in the water out there. So coming up, here is the reef at Coco Beach. A little bit of a storm coming in, but we will get Dronaldo back in the sky as long as it's not dumping rain. He's game for it, he's up for it. And a lot of food videos lately, guys, but you know me, I love to eat. And for 2 weeks I was living on soup, so 3 food videos in like, what, 3 days? Had to do it. Sorry, not sorry. Getting some weight back on me too, guys. I'm back up to about 192 pounds. I had lost, some of you asked if I lost weight from not being able to eat. And yes, hey, what's up, guys? I lost a solid 8 pounds, guys. I was down to about 182, 183. I like to hang out around 87 kilos for those of you who speak kilograms. Taqueria El Niero and those pancakes at La Organica will get you right back there real quick. And the chilaquiles at Mi Yoya pushed me right back up over, tipped the scales in my favor. Very tranquil here on a Sunday at the reef. Nothing to complain about here, but the water is definitely not as clear as I would like to see it. Let's walk around the bend and check out Martina Beach Club, guys. Oh, that water feels so good, guys. So refreshing. Delicious. All right, here we come. Approaching a couple of different beach clubs, the most famous of which being Martina. And this water and the beach, they're looking real nice. Happy to be down here barefoot after a lot of time in front of the computer editing so many videos in just the last few days, guys. Hopefully you appreciate the efforts. I know so many of you have left a lot of love in the comments. Thank you all for checking out the recent content. But you know I had to get you one beach update here from Playa before I head to Holbox. And I am indeed heading to Holbox tomorrow. So the next series will be coming from Isla Holbox, a beautiful vacation destination. I'm going to be going off the beaten path. I'm going to hire a fisherman to take me to some parts unknown and just have some funsies, disconnect for a while, but of course film some excellent content for you all. So in front of Mandarino Beach Club right here. And life is good, tons of families out. Happy Sunday to everybody, and thank you all for being here for this beach walk. This is the vibe right now. A lot of Mexicans are on vacation in Playa. I've spoken with a lot of folks from Chihuahua, Yucatan, Mexico City, Tijuana, and elsewhere. And so you'll see a lot of families, just happy families, happy to be in the water, enjoying life from here in Mexico. So really great to see that. And even better that the water's not full of sargassum. Check the beach out here in front of Martina, guys. We're gonna poke our heads in. Martina Beach Club right here. And check this spot out right here. It's filling up on a Sunday, guys. You love to see that. So if you're looking for a beach club right now, August 17th, Sunday, Martina is the jam. The beach is looking fresh. People are in there, it's popping off. And that's the scene right there, looking at Martina back to the north. Fantastic. All right, now we're in front of Encanto Beach Club here. Walking to the south. You can see the Hyatt way off in the distance there. We're gonna head all the way down there. Coming up on Majical right now. A lot of folks have asked where they should stay near, if they want to be near Playa 38 and 38th. Majical is a good place to look up. But also, guys, don't forget to check booking.com and Airbnb. Last minute deals this time of year during low season. You're gonna get some steals on, especially on booking.com. I'm not affiliated with them, but I myself have found a lot of good deals, including on our trip to Colombia recently. So some ridiculous deals, basically free, where they're essentially just covering their costs. So this is the Playa 40 entrance. It's still closed. You have to use the Playa 38 entrance, guys. Wow, a lot of people down here. It's really picking up lately. Glad to see that. A little bit of a sewage smell, if I'm being honest, right in this area. That's been an ongoing struggle off and on. It does happen. Still a beautiful beach, but I would suggest being a little farther south here at Mamitas. There's generally no sewage smell down there. So let's hit that up. Man, I don't think I've seen the beach this busy in a while. I did a video a couple months ago and the thumbnail photo just said ghost town, and the sargassum was at its worst. I think that was late June, and there was nobody. It was a Saturday at about 3 p.m. when I filmed that, The beach was empty, so this is a good sign for Playa del Carmen. All right, my friends, so what we're looking at here is the Playa 38 entrance, and this is 38th right here. And continuing to the south, this is the scene at Playa 38 right now. Hey, what's up, guys? So lots of good vibes, happy Sunday vibes here. And I'll show you most of this uninterrupted, guys, so you can get an idea of what the entire beach looks like from 38 all the way down to the Windham Altra. And I do have the Wind Fury on the camera. I'm filming with the DJI Action 5 Pro, for those of you wondering. And it's kind of nice that that the sun's not beating down on me in the camera right now, because these cameras do sometimes overheat if you film longer than 5 or 6 minute intervals. But today I think we can get away with it. So let me know if you like that style in the comments. Just uninterrupted beach walk all the way down without cutting and editing. So this is the part of Mahikal to the south of 38. Pretty cool spot, honestly, these little accommodations here, little palapas. Now don't let the clouds fool you guys, it's still very warm. I just had a bead of sweat drop down on my pit vipers right there, so it's still hot, still plenty warm to be getting in the water. Let's pop over here and take a look at the lounges at Mahikal. Looking pretty nice. A lot of folks enjoying that. Now we're getting down here toward the beginning of Mamitas. I see my good buddy Renee out doing his thing. René, ¿qué pasó? ¿Te duele por el voleibol? Ya no. Hermano, ¿cómo va? ¿Todo chido?
How are you?
Un gustazo. Todo bien, todo bien. Un gusto. Yeah. Hola, YouTube. Nos vemos, chicos. Cuídate. So one of my good volleyball buddies there, just out enjoying his Sunday. Always good to see the smiles, the happy vibes. We're here on Mamitas now, and it's popping on a Sunday. No sargassum on the beach, none in the water. We're gonna get Ronaldo up in the sky one last time. I think I'll fly from in front of the Windham Altra down there and then cover all of this bay, fly back to the north, and then that way I'll be able to also fly to the south and see how things are looking down in the center as well. The scene at Playa Mamitas, very laid back today. Manguito, mango. I actually had a guava and banana smoothie before this. Some of you wonder how I stay cool and hydrated. That's the way right there. Smoothie. All right, we got Mamitas right here. Looking a little haggard, but still open, still serving drinks. You can still rent the lounges here as well in front of Mamitas.
Casi no quiere agarrar el internet.
So I had a subscriber specifically asking about the Vivid Hyatt, the Hyatt Vivid. Wow, there's so many umbrellas you can barely get through here, guys. Pretty busy day. This is the Mamitas Beach entrance here. And so anyway, guys, we're gonna head down to the new Vivid, the Hyatt Vivid, which used to be the Hilton. And we're also gonna check out the beach in front of the Hyatt right here. Bro, monster in the house. Where are you guys from?
Jersey, we just
Jersey? What's up, guys? You wanna say hi to anyone back home? Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Hey, what's up? Nice to meet you. Hey. And what's your name? Kosa and Nicole. All right, in the house. We got Jersey Shore style right here with the michelada. Where's the grade A cheese? Good to meet you guys. Yeah, I'm just filming a little beach update. My pleasure. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I'm just about to get Ronaldo up in the sky over there. Got him in the bag here. He's resting up. So, yeah, good to meet you guys. How long are you guys down for? Okay, hope to see you around again. All right, later, guys. I'm doing a subscriber meetup after Holbox, so hopefully that works out. I'll announce it soon. Eat some pizza at Renzo and chill, yeah? All right, see you guys. All right, guys, subscribers from Jersey. Awesome meeting them, so cool. Guys, Coralina Daylight Club is gone. No more Coralina. I'm not sure what happened there. We're now in front of the Hyatt. And things change so quickly around here. The Hyatt's just really quiet. The Hyatt is quiet. Poet didn't know it. Bad joke, sorry guys. But we are coming up now on the Hyatt's new acquisition that used to be the Hilton right here. The good news is though, guys, the theme continues. No sargassum really to speak of. Things change so quickly. That's why I bring you the updates pretty much every single week. Usually every Sunday or every Friday. Try to be really consistent with it, guys. All I ask for in return is that you just smash the like button for me, subscribe, share the video with your friends who may be coming to Playa del Carmen or just want a good beach walk. Getting my steps in today. Shout out Ty from Boston, who's always talking about his 10,000 steps. He hates it when I'm like, yeah, just getting my 26,000 steps in today. He's like, you son of a... Shout out Ty and Lucia, your lovely wife. Good to have coffee with you guys the other day. It is kind of quiet down here, but it looks really nice. The beach looks just fine. Beach looks just fine to me. In fact, I think I might have to get in the water right about here. I used to go for my morning swims out through the sand whales right there. Might have to do that swimming a little bit. I just got to be careful not to get too deep with this wisdom tooth hole. All right, my friends, so the Hyatt Vivid, it is time. This is what we're looking like here. The rebranded Hilton. I guess now owned by the Hyatt. It's hard to keep up. Things are changing hands all the time. But ask and you shall receive. I had a subscriber specifically asking about this beach and what it's looking like. As of Sunday, August 17th, this is what you're looking like here. And this would be your view from the lounges right here at the Vivid. Not too shabby. All right, next stop is going to be the Windham Altra, but stick around because we're not done there. We're gonna get Ronaldo back up in the sky. We're gonna fly way out there and see if there's a bunch of sargassum washing in or if it's clear. Oftentimes that'll dictate what things will look like in the next days and coming week or two. We can fly out there at least a kilometer and then aim the gimbal up and we can see quite a ways out with Ronaldo. 249 grams of just beast mode. All right, crossing the pier at Constituyentes. And look, the Chichen Itza of sargassum is gone. There was a massive pile of sargassum here, at least 12 feet high. That's gone, and that's fantastic news because the smell was pretty bad. So this is Constituyentes. This is the Windham Altra. And here we have the beach in front of the Windham Altra. And yes, every beach in Mexico is public. So not all of these people are guests at the Wyndham. of course, and you can all come enjoy this beach. Just don't sit in the lounges. All right, let's find a little spot for Ronaldo to take off from. But yeah, this is a family favorite right here because you have these little tide pools and you can just sit in there. The kiddos can get in there and wade. And there's really, the waves break out there on the rocks, so you don't really have that to worry about. The bar here at the Wyndham is empty. Well, things are looking pretty good all the way down in the center as well, so we'll fly Ronaldo down there. We'll use every last bit of battery that he's got. Might even pop in a spare battery and just do a bunch of flying, because I kind of want to see. We can fly from here. We've got the range to get all the way down to Playa Fundadores right there. So the water's definitely a little brown, a little murky over here on this side. But how does it look over the bay there? That's the question. Let's get Ronaldo up in the sky and find out. Let's do this. All right, guys, now it's even windier and stormier, as you can see. But little Ronaldo with, si no hay riesgo, no hay aventura. Godspeed, little Ronaldo. He's got about 75% battery. He should be able to handle it. You gotta fly all the way to the north and all the way to the south, right into the storm there. Dun dun dun.
Flight number 2 for Ronaldo, flying right into the storm, sin miedo, without fear. And we can see as we get closer into the beaches of Centro, the water's still a little bit more brown than some of the other beaches we've seen today. But there is no sargassum in sight washing in, and the beaches themselves are looking very clean. Now here we take a nice little panoramic shot of Playa Fundadores, and to the north, no sargassum at all on the beach. Now here though, as we zoom into Playa Fundadores a little closer, you can see that water is very brown. You'll want to go enjoy the beaches to the north by Mamitas and elsewhere for now. Now here we'll fly north and just examine the beach a little bit closer. Heavy wind, so not the smoothest footage I've ever gotten with Ronaldo, but given the circumstances, he did a great job. That water's quite brown right there, but let's get some altitude here and look at the bigger picture. We can see there's no sargassum at all, not a single patch washing in. That's fantastic news, and one could speculate that the water should continue to get clearer and clearer if there's no sargassum. Now we'll pan the gimbal down and take a look at the water here, and you can see the difference there between the water close to the coast and out a little bit further. Now here we're going to take a nice little panoramic shot of the Hyatt, and you can see this water is much more desirable, so definitely come enjoy this beach, guys, not Playa Fundadores. Now you know. Now we're going to fly a little bit north here past Mamitas up toward Playa 38. And you can see the beach is completely clean as far as the eye can see, and the water is much more desirable here than to the south. Now in this shot we get a top-down look and see the water's a lot clearer close to shore there, and we'll pan up and fly out past the nets. And the best news of the day, guys, look at this water. Not a patch of sargassum in sight as far as the eye can see, all the way to Cozumel. And we'll pan to the south just one last time, and we'll see that as far as the eye can see, there's not a hint of sargassum washing in. So great news for those of you coming down on vacation in the coming days and weeks. Buen trabajo, mijo. You can see he came back with only a little bit of battery left, and he braved the storm over there. Heavy winds. Good work, Ronaldo. We got some great. There you have it, my friends.
the Windham Altra all the way to Paradissus, everything in between. We covered Mamitas, Martina, Coco Beach, Playa 72. We got to see what those sargassum boats were up to. Ronaldo put in some work so we could see all the way down to Playa Fundadores. Great success, guys. Really good beach update. Nice to get out and walk a while. Thanks for coming along. Smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. It means the world to me. We got to get to 100,000 subscribers. See you guys in the next one. See you in Holbox. Rope Monster. Out.